All right, I want you to dial things back here. Remember when you were in high school, you know, the extracurricular classes? You know, normally you would look at those and you think, this sounds fun, but let's be honest, it's just an easy A. I'll take that, don't worry about it.
But a thriving accessory design studio based here in Amarillo got its start in the halls of Amarillo High School years ago in one such extracurricular class. So how did metalsmithing take Becca White to M Street? Here's her story. In Dallas, there are a group of streets called the M Streets. For Becca White, in a small back house on one of those M Streets, was the start of something really beautiful.
I made jewelry since I was really small, and so I just started making jewelry back there, and then that grew into other things, and the business just kind of went from there.
An Amarillo High product, Becca's little jewelry design project, took a bit of a detour when she couldn't find a handbag that she wanted to carry. So the bag business began to take shape. Handbags of all shapes and sizes became the lifeblood of M Street Studio, each bag telling its own story, inspired by special women in Becca's life.
People that carry my bags really are the biggest inspiration for me. I want to make bags that, I call them working bags, because they're not like your fancy bags that you're taking out once a year. They are bags you carry every day. You put all your stuff in it, and you are lugging your life around town, and that's really what I want to make. And I see people carrying my bags and using them like that, and so the more I see people using them and see the women and how they're wearing them and how they're using them and what they're putting in them, that is inspiration for me.
When Becca returned home to Amarillo, she brought M Street with her, and here is where her bags have developed a following all over the state, the country, and the world.
You know, we have a huge cattle industry here, and leather is obviously part of the cattle industry. And so I am drawn to leather where I can see scars from, you know, the barbed wire of the cows rubbing up against the barbed wire, because I feel like that really brings it home for me. Like, this leather had a story before it became a bag, and now it's going to have a whole new story once you start carrying it. And those scars and all of those little details that are part of its natural, you know, beauty are just things that kind of make the leather better and different and unique. And
Becca admits there are more failures than successes, but the community of makers in Amarillo has been incredibly helpul on her journey.
I've learned to ask people how to do things, and a lot of the leather work has been great for me to be here in Amarillo, because it is such a vibrant craft here.
An ever-changing lineup of styles. She's made thousands of bags in the last 7 years, but every M Street bag is made from start to finish with Becca's hands.
A lot of times now I see people, I don't know them. Like, they've bought it online or they've bought it through another retailer, and so I don't know them personally, but I always want to go up and introduce myself. I don't do that. My husband tells me not to, because he says I should just kind of...
And now this modern-day every woman, a mother, a designer, a teacher, a business owner, faces a precipice of growth versus handmade. The latter, she's not sure she's ready to sacrifice.
And I think that there's just such a great spirit here and group of people, and the women here are women that work. They work for their kids, they work for their businesses, they work for their kids' schools, they do all kinds of things, and those are the women that I want to be carrying my bags. You know, people that are out there doing things and, you know, really soaking up life, and I feel like the Panhandle is just full of that, and just kind of trying to grow, but keep things authentic and true to myself and the brand, and making things in like a good Panhandle way, you know.
I'm just so inspired by both Libby and Becca, who I interviewed for this series, and I appreciate them sharing their stories and sharing their art and their craft with not only the Panhandle, but the world.
I think what a gift that we have those women here doing those kinds of things. And so remember, we're at the holidays. We're here. We're looking for gifts. I think you've got several options courtesy of those two stores. Thank you for bringing those. I love that. It's just it's a good.
It was a good one. So if you want to learn more about Becca's beautiful designs, you can visit her website, mstreetstudio.com. Coming up next, we've got news and weather headlines. Don't go anywhere.